Choose life and live. Buy original. Be original. SON.
Stop the importation of fake and substandard lubricants into Nigeria. Director General of the Standards Organization of Nigeria wants as stakeholders meet to elaborate standards in Ilorin, Kwara State. Plus, special focus on Standards Organization of Nigeria Conformity Assessment Program, Soncap. 12 years into the scheme, what is the level of implementation and its impact on the economy? Sit back and relax. Will bring you up to speed on development on the initiative. My name is Ifoma Okonkwo.
My people, SON no be pikin. SON na Standards Organization of Nigeria. You be importer, I be exporter. You don't register the market where you dey sell for son. Standards Organization of Nigeria they call you now to come register wetin you dey sell for Naija. This na to make everything wey dey Naija market get standard. If you never register, na im be say if dem barb you go pay all the gbese and na your pocket go hear am. Sharparly, go register the market or product where you dey sell for any SON wey near you. For Standard Organization Office, you go get correct information wey go help you know how you go take register. For more tori, visit SON website wey be www.son.gov.ng. Standards Organization of Nigeria, una dey improve life through standard.
Director General of the Standards Organization of Nigeria, Osita Aboluma, has advised those who import fake or substandard lubricants into the country to desist from the illegal business. He gave this advice in Ilorin, Kwara State at a technical committee meeting on petroleum and petrochemicals downstream.
These are stakeholders of the Technical Committee on Petroleum and Petrochemicals Downstream meeting, gathered to examine and elaborate standards in the oil and gas industry, aimed at checking the adulteration of lubricants, especially those imported into Nigeria. For 2 days, participants drawn from the academia, civil society, representatives from professional bodies, Standards Organization of Nigeria, and operators of the oil and gas industry took time to examine existing standards and make recommendations aimed at elaborating new standards for lubricants.
EVA is a requirement standard, and because it has specifications and test methods, and those test methods are standardized test methods, so we make references to them and then indicate them.
Increasing viscosity and boiling range used in industrial burners. This is done to streamline our nomenclature with what obtains in the international market. In this specification, the basis of classification is the viscosity of the fuel.
Director General of the Standards Organization of Nigeria, who was represented at the occasion by the agency's head of standards, Chinyere Egwong, expressed the agency's commitment to promote standardization and quality in Nigeria.
SON has continually ensured production of good quality products and services by dogged commitments to our core values of expertise, discipline, integrity, consumer focus, and teamwork.
He assured the committee of the agency's resolve to continue to monitor the production of lubricants in Nigeria through Soncap scheme, market surveillance, and enforcement of standards.
My people, SON no be pikin. SON na Standards Organization of Nigeria. You be importer, I be exporter. You don't register the market where you dey sell for son. Standards Organization of Nigeria they call you now to come register wetin you dey sell for Naija. This na to make everything wey dey Naija market get standard. If you never register, na im be say if dem barb you go pay all the gbese and na your pocket go hear am. Sharparly, go register the market or product where you dey sell for any SON wey near you. For Standard Organization Office, you go get correct information wey go help you know how you go take register. For more tori, visit SON website wey be www.son.gov.ng. Standard Organization of Nigeria, una dey improve life through standard.
Welcome back. This is Standard and You, and it's powered by the Standards Organization of Nigeria. Moving on, when the Standards Organization of Nigeria introduced the Standards Organization of Nigeria Conformity Assessment Program, Soncap, and the Mandatory Conformity Assessment Program, MANCAP, more than a decade ago, it was primarily to tackle the menace of fake and substandard products in Nigeria. While the Soncap scheme checks the importation of fake products into Nigeria, the MANCAP initiative focused on local manufacturers of goods in the country. The introduction of these programs several years ago no doubt have changed the mode of operations of the SON with immense positive impact on the economy. As government strives to enhance the ease of doing business in Nigeria, the Standards Organization of Nigeria has continued to demonstrate commitment to improving on its processes to provide quality services to Nigerians. While local manufacturers continue to take advantage of the MANCAP initiative to boost production, other stakeholders have expressed confidence on the Standards Organization of Nigeria Conformity Assessment Program. Precisely since the introduction of the two programs in 2005, how has the agency ensured implementation of these initiatives, and what are the grey areas they want reviewed? Answers to these questions and more I have with me in the studio Deputy Director, Product Certification Directorate of the Standards Organization of Nigeria, Mr. Teso Ogudwin. You're welcome to the program, sir.
Thank you.
Please tell us, what is Soncap?
Soncap is Standards Organization of Nigeria Conformity Assessment Program. It was introduced in 2005 and approved by the Federal Executive Council to ensure that products imported into Nigeria are of good quality and meet the Nigerian industrial standards. And it was also approved by the WTO, that is the World Trade Organization, to ensure that we are not creating a trade barrier to give advantage to our locally made goods. And to do that, we have to introduce another program, the MANCAP, which is the Mandatory Conformity Assessment Program, that will take care of the Nigerian produced products. The program has been in session since 2005. We are clocking 12 years in this time around. And we have recorded a reasonable level of success in terms of the number of substandard goods in our environment. Though there are challenges that we face, and the organization is looking at it to improve it on a daily basis so that Nigerians will have value for the goods they purchase, particularly the ones that are imported into the country.
Why was the program introduced?
The menace of substandard goods in our environment has enormous effect on our economy. And the downturn in the economy affected the buying powers of Nigerians. So Nigerians themselves go out there and they want to bring into Nigeria goods that does not give value to the consumers at the end of the day. So to make sure that the Nigerian consumers have value for their money, the Standard Organization insisted that there should be a program where the products are checked overseas before coming here. And one of our greatest challenges was that SON was not at the gate, that is our seaport or our airports, to confirm the quality. So, and to enhance the ease of doing business so that there will be no congestion at our ports, Standard Organization created a program so that every import that is coming into Nigeria, regulated by Standard Organization of Nigeria, will be tested and confirmed to meet quality before they are shipped into Nigeria. That was the essence of the program.
Wow, nice. So how does Soncap function?
Soncap, for you to get a Soncap to bring in product into Nigeria, is strictly for products imported into Nigeria. And Soncap is not done in Nigeria. We have gotten internationally accredited partners, 4 of them for now: SGS, Cotecna, Intertech, and CCIC, who are proficient in testing and certification and recognized by ISO 17025 standards. So you approach them, or your suppliers approach them overseas that you want to import these goods in Nigeria. They now subject the goods to test in line with the requirement of the standard that is appropriate for that product. Once they do that, they now issue a certificate of conformity, which you call product certificate. And that product certificate, we have connected it with the processing of Form M. So you use that document as an addition in the processing of your Form M. And at the point of shipping the goods, the same person that inspected and tested the goods go to what you stuff the goods to and be sure that what you are importing to Nigeria was exactly what they tested. So that by the time the goods arrive here, there's no need for us to stop here at the port to check them again. Once they come into the Nigerian ports and with that certificate, it's as good as go on the green lane in the custom lane, and you take your goods to your destination.
So what are the stakeholders involved in the implementation?
The stakeholders involved in the implementation of the program are 4 of them: the international accredited firms, SGS, Cotecna, Intertech, and CCIC. These companies are accredited by international standards in terms of inspection and testing, and their certificate is recognized worldwide. So if anywhere in the world they are tested, their certificate will asserted that what they do can be reproduced anywhere in the world. So that gives us assurance that they are doing the work right. And also on our part, from time to time, we go around the world to where they are doing the testing to be sure that what we say they're doing is what they are doing. And before they deviate from what we want them to do. And for the past 12 years, it has been a success to a reasonable level, despite being a human activity.
Yeah, interesting. What is the cost of implementation by the Standards Organization of Nigeria?
Well, an importer goes overseas, requests for the certificate. A certificate costs $300 and is to be used for a whole year. $300 and it's used for a whole year. Then there's another classification for direct manufacturers themselves. Their own cost $1,300 for a whole factory inspection, and that also is valid for 12 months. As far as you get the certification for 12 months, till another 12-month cycle before you get another one. And you keep on using it over and over to open as many Form Ms and import whatever you want within that cycle. So it's not that expensive as people think it is. And quality comes with costs. And we have to be certain that what you are importing meets the quality required, so that you are part of the vanguard of ensuring safety for Nigerians.
Are there gray areas of the scheme?
The gray areas are mainly from the Nigerian importers, because it seems in Nigeria we are used to shortcuts. But I'm advising Nigerians and importers in particular, shortcuts does not serve situation. The Soncap program is designed that if the supplier cheats you at the end of the day, we should be able to stand in for you to confirm that what you were given was not of standard. And we can vouch for it on your behalf and interact with our partners in the other standard bodies in the world that we work together with, that from your country, this supplier was cheated. So our importers should do the right thing, and it's straightforward. Encourage your suppliers. Up to you are bringing their goods to Nigeria to sell. So tell your suppliers the Nigerian government requires these goods that you are bringing to Nigeria to be certified, to be ensured that they meet the minimum Nigerian industrial standard requirement, so that by the time you bring the goods here, you can sell them without thinking twice about it, that you are selling a wrong thing.
So how have importers embraced the program?
A reasonable number of them find it successful because it gives you room to sit. The way we designed the program, you can sit in the comfort of your room, get the certification, and then process your documentation of importation without really needing to come to the SON office. At the beginning, the thing was a paperwork document, because you come to Sokoto and I or my Director General is not around to sign a certificate for you. It becomes a problem. So in 2014, we migrated from the paper to digital formulation. and all process is digitalized. You can go to our website and you make your application there, and then the certificate is also issued to you and transmitted to the email you indicated.
Yeah. So are there sanctions for circumventing the scheme?
What is expected as the goods arrive in Nigeria, we should seize them and destroy them. But unfortunately, we are not at the ports. So, but to ensure that the life of Nigerians are safe, SON has decided is trying to advise other means in which to make the consumers know what to buy. I would believe that if the consumer know what to buy, then he will not buy the substandard ones. And the ones that is bringing substandard goods will not sell. So next time he will not go to import it again. Okay. So in event of that, apart from Soncap, we're introducing a new program called Product Authentication Mark, which consumers will go, once they're in the market, they can look at it, use their phone to confirm the genuinity of the mark, or if they don't have an Android phone, they can send an SMS to a particular code, and within 10 seconds, it gives them a feedback on the quality and the authenticity of the product. Then they can confidently buy it, knowing that it will give them value for their money.
Oh, value for their money. So what's the level of compliance and implementation?
Well, due to an economic down and the purchasing power of the Nigerian masses, some are still looking the other way due to their purchasing power, but to a reasonable extent, 50 to 60% were there. But we're not yet satisfied. It's a human activity, but we expect that it should get to 90 to 95%.
Well, what areas of the Soncap would you want reviewed in line with the federal government's resolve on the ease of doing business?
Before the government started the ease of doing business, SON was in the forefront of doing ease of doing business.
Sure.
That was why we went from paperwork, which requires you to come to our office, to the digital format, which you can sit in the comfort of your home, as far as this internet network, to apply and get your certification. And also, in doing that, we have the view that we will reduce the issue of person-to-person interaction, which sometimes now bring the issue of under-the-table discussion. So our program will reduce corruption to a great reasonable extent.
True.
So all we need is, the program is digitalized now, but we need the Nigerian importers and the Nigerian masses to know what is expected of them. So awareness programs is what we need now, and we are planning to go into it in the near future, as near as next month.
What advice do you have for importers out there who are still going through the back door?
You could even be the one buying it at the end of the day, or your mother or sister back in the village. So use the right process. The Soncap process is easy. It's very straightforward. It's digitalized. Tell your suppliers that this is what is required, and this is the quality of goods you need, so that they certify the goods before sending them to you, so that also you who is importing, using the hard currency to import, you are using your money wisely. Because by the time we seize the goods here and destroy it, we are burning our money. The foreigner there has gotten his money. We seize it, we destroy, 2 payments. And it can be painful, and that is part of the thing that is lowering our economy. Let's use our money wisely, and it will be better for us and for our businesses as well.
On that note, we'd like to thank you, sir, for coming to the program.
You're welcome.
I have been talking to Mr. Teso Oguduwem, Deputy Director, Product Certification Directorate of the Standards Organization of Nigeria, on the Standards Organization of Nigeria Conformity Assessment Program, Soncap. Join us next week for the concluding part of the interview, with special focus on the Mandatory Conformity Assessment Program, MANCAP. Do not miss it for anything in the world. Standard and You continues in a moment. Please stay with us.
My people, SON no be pikin. SON na Standards Organization of Nigeria. You be importer, I be exporter. You don't register the market where you dey sell for son. Standards Organization of Nigeria, they call you now to come register wetin you dey sell for Naija. This na to make everything wey dey Naija market get standard. If you never register, na im be say if dem bab you, you go pay all the gbese and na your pocket go hear am. Sharparly, go register the market or product wey you dey sell for any SON wey near you. For Standard Organization Office, you go get correct information wey go help you know how you go take register. For more tori, visit SON website wey be www.son.gov.ng. Standard Organization of Nigeria, una dey improve life through standard.
Hello and welcome to the feedback segment of the program. I'm pleased to tell you that you can now watch our program online. Just search for Standard and you view, like, share and subscribe to our YouTube channel. You'll be glad you did. Our first message here is from Rex from Owerri. It says, what is the program about? Okay, Standard and You is a TV program sponsored by the Standards Organization of Nigeria to sensitize you on products you buy, sell and consume. To find out more about the program, please stay tuned. Ogidi Samuel says, please, how do I confirm good products before buying them? There are lots of ways to confirm the quality of the products. You can look out for the information on the label, such as the expiry dates, NIS mark of quality, Soncap logo, amongst others. Anthony says, what is the Standards Organization of Nigeria doing about products of major companies who sell products with less weight and volume of content than stated on their packs and labels? Okay, Anthony, please provide a detailed information of these companies who give false declaration of the content of their products, who engage in the market surveillance and enforcement. Patrick says, how do we report a company who has denied our consumer rights? There are lots of ways to do that. Call us or send us a message on the number 0705-972-4455. Meanwhile, we have received a lot of complaints so far. These consumers have sent us messages to express gratitude on helping to solve their complaints. One of such is Matthew Ilori from Oyo State. It says, I am happy to inform you that the Ibadan branch of SON has settled the matter. The seller, through the state coordinator, refunded my money for the purchase yesterday. I am grateful. Matthew earlier on sent us a message complaining about the purchase of substandard Sisal pressure cooker. Now the matter is resolved. Congratulations, Matthew. And also Macaulay Ibidakbo from Lagos, who complained about incomplete products and leaking units, sent a message. It says, I got a call from Chivita office to meet them at the store and they replaced the carton of milk. Thanks for reaching out. It's our pleasure. And that's the much we can take on the feedback segment of the program. Remember, if you have missed any episode so far or you would like to review a particular episode, go on YouTube, search for Standard and You, view, like, share, and subscribe to our YouTube channel. You'll be glad you did. Follow us on Facebook at Standard and You, Instagram and Twitter at Standard and You _. You can also send a mail to the address thestandardandYou@gmail.com. Enjoy the rest of the day.